What's up, guys? It's your boy, Lord Kumo, back with another video. I know that looked extra strange. I had to get it out. I'm sorry. But here today, we actually have a brand new video. Actually, a couple days old. I'm getting around to a lot of his old stuff. This is Young Don the Sauce God. She wanted to fight in Barnes and Noble. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed about me, but I do love reading. And Barnes and Nobles is a sacred place for me. I don't like fighting as a general. I just hate women that always got something negative to say. It's so disrespectful. But, enough about me. Let's see what's up with this guy and this girl trying to fight him in the most holiest of places, Barnes and Noble. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Oh, what? Am I embarrassing you? Yes, you are. Now lower your voice. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was embarrassing you. I know I'm not like your girlfriend.
Really? You didn't realize that you was embarrassing me, talking loud in public and getting all obscene in the library. You didn't know that? You didn't know that? Okay. Okay.
Friend, I bet she never got loud with you. I don't want to embarrass you in front of all these people. Bro, I wanted to just cradle her by the back of her head and put it through the bookshelf, my G. Yo, hold up. Before we watch this animation, right? I just want to tell all of you who have been supporting my podcast channel as well, thank you, man. We just hit number 12 on the... God damn it, man.
Hey.
Sorry about that. That was a bit of an outburst. I didn't mean to, come across so aggressively. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you thank you for supporting my podcast. We just hit number 12 on the Apple podcast app thing or whatever. We have a TikTok in 1 week. Our TikTok.
Hey, congratulations to the kid. I've been watching him for a long time, man, and I must say, he's an inspiration for the sauce. Yeah, he makes your boy want to get a lot of things right, as per se. But yeah, man, congratulations to him. He's doing great things, man. Great things. Hope I can follow the example that has been set. Yeah, that's it.
TikTok is almost at 60,000 followers. All of the podcasts are getting like 10,000 views in the first 2 days. It really means a lot, man. So thank you. And if you haven't checked out the podcast, yo, go check it out. It's very funny. It's very entertaining. So go check it out. Go check out my podcast. Thank you. Go look at and subscribe to my podcast.
Who is McDonald's? McDonald's is the school of thought. Everybody's had that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
She not bad looking. She not great looking.
She
just
She's not good for it. You know why you in it. You like it suffices.
Okay,
But you might not want to brag about it.
You don't. Nobody brags about smashing.
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like Whataburger is that girl that you don't really think is hot, but for some reason, a lot of the gas is built for no
That's a
reason.
Great analogy.
Do you have any places that to you feel sacred? A place that you only associate with good things?
For me, yes, I do have places that I associate with good things. I guess that would have to be the arcade for me, and of course, Barnes and Noble. I don't know why. It's just there's something about it, man. And then the Barnes and Nobles by me, we have a Starbucks right up in there, so it's like I get depending on the weather, if it's like a little rainy outside, I might have me like a green or Earl Grey tea. If it's cold outside, I might get me, a hot chocolate or, maybe a cup of coffee. It really depends on my mood for that day, honestly. And a nice book, forget about it. It's beautiful. It's amazing. But since this whole thing has been going on, Barnes and Noble's kind of been off the table for me, and I'm kind of sad about that, honestly. I haven't been there as much as I used to be, and it's really depressing. I've been having, yeah, been wanting to go there for a while. But let's get back into this.
Place where you know no matter how down bad you're feeling, as soon as you get there, you'll be in a better mood. For me, that place is Barnes & Noble. It's the premier bookstore chain here in America and is hands down my favorite place to spend money. Why? Because when you buy a book, you never feel like you're wasting money. Even if you
Facts. Facts. Big facts.
buy a book about something that was like complete nonsense, like 1,000 fart jokes or gender studies, you still feel like it was money well spent because it's a book. And books are for smart people, intellectuals, So, yeah, the bookstore is hands down my favorite place to go if I just want to pass some time. Surrounded by all that inspiration, wisdom, and knowledge, I always leave the bookstore feeling better than how I felt when I got there. But that's me. Maybe for you it's a different place. Maybe it's the gym, coffee shop, the hardware store. I don't know. I'm just listing other places that I like. Point is, we all got a place like that, I imagine. So, how would you feel if one day you brought someone along with you so that you could share the joy that this place sparks within you with them? But instead of honoring and valuing the sanctity of this holy place, they instead ruined it by acting the fool and embarrassing you.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I literally had one ex that did that to me, and it was so horrible, man. Like I don't even want to talk about it, how bad it was. It was bad, and it made Barnes and Noble still a sacred spot to me, but one of bad memories. So let's just say that. Like, this girl just did something so horrendous. And maybe if this video and the sub counts go up, I might actually give a story time about what actually happened to me and with this girl inside of Barnes and Noble. So if you guys can, I don't know, maybe give me 500 subs, I don't know, and maybe 20 likes on the video, I'll do a story time about that. But hey, let's get back at this.
In front of everybody. Well, that's exactly what happened to me, and it was thanks to a recurring character on this channel, Little Miss Bianca. You remember Bianca, right? From the I wasn't ready to be a dad video or the night my heart stopped beating? Yeah, her. Well, late one evening, we were chilling together in my room, just vibing, when I decided that I wanted to go to Barnes & Noble. So, of course, I asked her if she wanted to come along. She said yes. So, we head out to my car when I realized I didn't want to take my car. Now, if you recall from the This Girl Was Trouble video, Bianca and I started to fool around shortly after me and my girlfriend broke up. Like, wasn't even a week, bro. And my ex lived pretty close by, and my car was very recognizable. Not because it was cool, mind you, but because it was so old and uncool that it stood out. It was a 1993 barf green Chevrolet Corsica. And you know...
Oh man, big F's, big F's. But we all been there, bro. We all been there, man. We all had the old throwback car, the granny car, as per se. The I don't want to be seen in this car. But you gotta get from point A to point B. So it's either you drive that thing or you gonna end up walking, my guy. It's just that simple. There is literally no in-betweens. No in-betweens to this whatsoever. It's either you walking, depends on where you live at, the bus, or you walking. That's it.
Oh, my girl grew up around there. People knew me, people knew Bianca. Just wasn't a good look that soon, So I was just gonna tell Bianca not to come, like I had changed my mind halfway to the car. But she happened to ask if I wanted her to drive. So I was like, okay, that works. Her car was more low-key, blended in better. It was a black VW Jetta. So we get in the car and off we went. Now, one thing about Bianca that I've never shared with y'all is that she was a bit of a firecracker, like her personality. She loved to argue like it was sport. Never shied away from challenging people on their opinions and
Okay, I'll say one thing towards this. It's nothing wrong with having a healthy and logical debate. But the problem stems from when people get too passionate or too engrossed in the topic at hand, and that passion turns into anger because they're being beaten out by sound logic and reason. Now, you can have a healthy debate, but once it starts to turn to anger and malice, and you start to just get just egged out of your mind because you're starting to lose, I think that's when you need to tone it down. And especially if you're one of those people that are hyper competitive like myself, maybe debating is not for you. And it's kind of worse too when you start debating with a stupid person, like not even necessarily a stupid person, but ignorant person that just really don't have no knowledge upon the topic at hand, and that's just saying something out of the way. It will tick you off, and it will lead to an argument. So, like, if you're dealing with another intellectual that has knowledge upon said topic, yes, debate with them. You won't feel bad if you lost because you'll know it was earned. But losing a debate to a stupid person, or even being out talked and them feeling like, hey, this is correct, and you know with all your heart that you are right, and they just don't want to hear it, that's heartbreaking. That's heartbreaking. I've been there a couple times myself, so I know what it's like. Yeah, not good.
rarely held her tongue if she disagreed with you. And to be honest, it was only within the last couple of years that I myself have outgrown the need to argue with people. Growing up, I loved to debate, especially about bullshit. It was like the dumber the topic was, the more passionate the argument would be. Also, around the same time, believe it or not, I was vegan. In fact, I was vegan for almost a whole 2 years from the age of 19 to 21. And although I was never like a vegan activist, because I only did the vegan thing out of thinking that it was a superior diet model, an opinion that I have since
I feel like you watched Scott Pilgrim versus the World. That's the only reason he had to go vegan. I feel like that's what did it. Now, I hope at one point he sees this video and he can confirm it for me. Young Don, if you ever see this video, let me know if you've seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World and if that got you to go vegan. Because I thought about it myself. I just want to know. It just was on my mind. If you see this video, let me know. If you guys can share this video around, if you have him see it, tag him in it. And I just want to know. I'm curious. Is that the reason why he wants to go vegan? Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I feel like that's it, but I don't know.
changed upon receiving more information and trying different diets. At the time, I wholeheartedly believed that it was the best diet choice. So, if someone were to challenge me on that, I had no problem arguing with them for hours if need be. So, we're in the car on the way to Barnes & Noble when Bianca and I get into some kind of a debate about veganism. She wasn't quite saying it was bullshit, but she was definitely like trying to poke holes into it, and I had no time for that. So we're going back and forth, never getting disrespectful or out of hand, but you could definitely see that she was really getting into it. This went on all the way up until we pulled up to the Barnes & Noble. And as much as I love to debate people about how they're wrong and I'm right, we were about to enter a sacred place. Remember, to me,
holy territory, I understand. Trust me, I understand.
The aisles of a bookstore are holy ground and no place for negative energy. So I tell her, hey, let's pick this back up when we're done here. Yeah, we head inside and start to browse around. So I'm doing my thing, perusing my typical genres. My go-to sections are the self-help section, health, and philosophy. And at first, everything is good. But then we pass by the culinary section, and she sees something about veganism. And I guess that woke up the demons, that need to argue, that itch that never got scratched because there was no resolution to the argument in the car. So then she says something slick, trying to reel me back into the argument. But no, not here, not here. So I brush it off and keep it moving. But does she drop it? Of course not. So she takes another jab, and of course, I don't remember exactly what she said, but whatever it was, rubbed me the wrong way. So I'm like, yo, chill. And I guess she didn't like that, because then she started to get a little loud.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I upset you? Hey, lower your voice. Oh, what? Am I embarrassing you? Yes, you are. Now lower your voice. I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was embarrassing you. I know I'm not like your girlfriend. I bet she never got loud with you. I don't want to embarrass you in front of all these people. Bro, I wanted to just like cradle her by the back of her head and put it through the bookshelf. Like,
And man, if I was there, I would have not followed you. Let me just say this first and foremost. I don't condone hitting women unless a woman hits a man first. Because in order to be called a woman, you must not put your hands on a man. And just vice versa. If a man is to be called a man, he must not put his hands on a woman. Now, if a man put his hands on a woman, she's allowed to use whatever motive she can to remove said hand from said face. And I think it's only fair that we put men into that category as well. You know, equal rights and everything like that. So, if a woman hits a man, she should get hit back. Just like if a man hits a woman, he should probably die. But hey, that's just me. I'm just saying.
of course, I didn't, and I would never put my hands on a woman. But boy, oh boy, was she asking for it. So I just leave. I walk away, and as far as I was concerned, she was dead to me. I had never been disrespected like that by a woman I was romantically involved with. So I walk away and left her. I was pissed. Not only did I feel disrespected by the way she raised her voice like that in a public place, but on top of that, we were in a Barnes and Noble. She desecrated a place of sanctity. So I walk outside, and then I realize I didn't drive. Great. So there I am, trying to figure out what the next move is.
That is going to be the most awkward car ride home. Ouch.
When my phone starts to ring. It's Bianca. Of course, I don't answer. She calls again. Again, I send her the voicemail. Then I get a text. Hey, where are you? I'm sorry. Can we go home? So what do? Did I swallow my pride, try to smooth things over so I could get a ride back home? Of course not. I text her back, don't worry about it. I'll get a ride home. She replies, come on, Don, let's just go home. I'm not gonna leave without you. I don't reply. Instead, I call my boy Quinn, who we all lived in the same house. Long story. Watch that This Girl Was Trouble video that I mentioned earlier if you want more backstory. I called Quinn, I gave him the rundown, and I told him that I needed a ride. He said he was in the middle of something and that he was going to be free in like 30 minutes. So I'm like, okay, works for me. Cause ain't no way I was getting back in that black Jetta. But then another 15-20 minutes pass and I get another text from Bianca saying, I'm not leaving without you. I'm sorry. I'm a dum-dum. You're the greatest. Nah, the details are fuzzy. You know, it was so
fuzzy, my guy. Nah, look, but even when a girl is wrong, I never think she admits saying like you're the greatest or anything like that. I understand. It's a tiny cap. It's a tiny cap. But the cap is still there. The cap is still there. But hey, I get it. It's funny. It's fuzzy. You're paraphrasing. I understand. I'd probably did the same thing myself.
Long ago, but I'm sure it went something like that. Whatever she said, it sounded remorseful and genuine. And also, I didn't want to wait on quit. So I told her where I was, and she came over, and she gave her a little apology, and then we went home. And during the car ride, we had a conversation about boundaries. And you know what? We never had another argument or debate for the rest of the time we spent together. Moral of the story: women ruin everything, so don't take them to your favorite places. Kidding. I'm just kidding, obviously. Just don't argue with them, because it's never worth it. That's a real moral.
On God.
Sorry, mama, I know I don't call enough. I've been losing track of time because I'm trying to run it up. I've been fighting every night, I'm trying to get this money up. Tell there's more to life, but I can't give it up. Timepiece flooded with baguettes, VVS. I wanna pee one, guess I never need one, but I wanna see one. So fast, I've been moving so fast, I just hope I don't crash. I've been feeling hella superficial, living lavish. I've been smoking big gas, I've been blowing big cash. All about the big racks, don't talk if you bout the small talk, only bout the boss talk. Nigga, this is floss talk, flossing. Baby girl, I'm all in. I can hit this Neiman Marcus and spend 1,000. I just bought my first Louis belt and damn I love it. I could lose it all now, I should make it bad, bitch.
Hey, that was a heat video. 100s all across, man. He can't get no more clearer than that, man. You can't be arguing with these females, man. Can't be letting them take your energy away from you, man. Because they probably got another guy that they doing the exact same thing to. But hey, this was your boy Lord Kumo. That was Young Dinosaur's card. She wanted to fight in Barnes and Nobles. We'll be doing more reaction videos here soon now that I got everything set up. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and come back for some more of these tasty vids. Alright, we're out. Goodbye. That's it.